What's going on, guys? It's Kyle with Legion Certified, and this is my iPhone 7 Plus 6-month review. Alrighty, guys, so first of all, with the iPhone 7 Plus, you have this nice, beautiful unibody metal design similar to the old iPhones of the past. Now, when you get right down to it, let's be serious. The design of the actual iPhone is a little bit stale, considering that for the past few years it's been pretty much the same, just incremental updates throughout. Even though the design feels just a little bit stale, Apple still managed to create a device that both feels decent in the hand and yet nice in the hand. And what I mean by that is that it is a little bit clunky, it is a little bit big, some will say unwieldy, but in general, the actual device is a solid feeling device. You don't feel like you're gonna drop this device and have everything shatter because of that unibody metal design. And also this year, with one of the big design changes that they introduced, was the actual IP67 rating for the waterproofing. One of the other big changes that Apple decided to make this year was the actual home button itself. It's actually not a physical button that you can press, it's underneath a piece of glass that is pressure sensitive. And all in all, I have to say the Taptic engine, along with the actual feel of the button press when you squeeze down and you actually activate the pressure, it feels really nice. I think this is probably the best implementation that I've come across so far with any home button that I can think of. Now, it's been some time since Apple introduced 3D Touch, and it seems like it has evolved just a little bit. More and more developers are taking it on and really instituting it in their apps, but yet it still just feels like a gimmick to me. It's very easy to forget that it's there. Sometimes I rarely ever use it. I would say that 9 times out of 10, the most I would use it for is to get into the camera itself. Diving into the camera on the iPhone, you have a dual camera lens setup, one normal and the other one with a telephoto lens, allowing you to zoom in really closely. Also, they introduced a new feature that is called portrait mode, and it allows you to get some nice portrait photos, getting that nice bokeh effect in the background and having your subjects seem like they're leaping out at you. And it's a real nice effect. If you're into taking pictures, you definitely will enjoy the dual lens setup. It can definitely come in handy in some cases, especially if you're at a far distance with that telephoto lens. Just be aware that, when you are zoomed in at that telephoto lens level, it tends to have a little bit less in the quality for some reason. And I think that has to do with the actual fact that you are farther away from your subject and the actual lens itself. This is not like DSLR quality, by no means necessary, but it is a very, very good telephoto lens setup. Now, I really do have to touch on the elephant in the room, the lack of a headphone jack. This is a decision that I just cannot get behind, me being the type of person that I have a lot of studio grade quality headsets that I enjoy using on a regular basis, and for Apple to kind of just force feed Beats audio down your throat because of that purchase that they made of Beats and allowing them to make those wireless Bluetooth earbuds and headphones, I just can't get behind the decision to purchase any more Beats products. It's just, it'll just be hard for me to pull the trigger on any of that kind of thing because they just really force fed it to you. As the consumer, I tend to think that a consumer should have a choice as to which products they like and which products they can use. And now they're just kind of taking that choice away from you and saying, hey, you have to move into the Bluetooth age of audio. And to be frank, I have headphones that, compared to any Bluetooth headset out there, will completely destroy those headsets. So now I will say this, if you are a content creator and you love to create videos using your smartphone, I think the Apple iPhone is definitely the way to go. The 7 Plus is amazing at shooting videos, amazing. I think out of every smartphone camera that I own in my catalog, it's one of my favorites. The optical image stabilization is on point, and it just seems like it kind of destroys all the rest of the phones in my catalog. Performance-wise, this device performs amazingly. The UI is fast, smooth, flawless in every way you can think of, even down to the actual animations of the UI. It's super easy, super smooth. You should never really have a hiccup. The A10 Fusion chip does a great job both in battery management and in the UI, performance. Compared to last year's model, the actual iPhone 7 Plus has a much bigger battery pack, and due to that increase in the battery, I can definitely see a difference in the performance as well as the standby time using that battery. So to just sum things up, this 7 Plus really does feel like an incremental update to a device that we're all familiar with. I think we've all come to know and love the device and really respect the actual iPhone for what it is. You can't get any other iPhone on the market, unfortunately, and that's both a gift and a curse for Apple. Whereas in the Android market, you have so much steep competition, it kind of pushes the envelope. And I think that that's really what Apple needs to consider itself, not a dying breed, but a competitor. I mean, yes, you are the only ones who make this product, but in the Android space, companies are constantly pushing each other to do better and better and better. And that's why sometimes I really do favor the Android space. But all in all, I would have to say that the iPhone 7 Plus is an amazing device. If you live in the Apple ecosystem, it's definitely worth the purchase. Now, the question is, being that this device has been out for so long, purchasing it right now, considering that they are already talking about rumors for the next device, I don't think I can recommend it. But if you are getting this device, if someone is gifting it to you, if you purchased it in the last several months, you still have a great device. And I really do have to emphasize the fact that other than this device, my daily driver is the OnePlus 3T, which I will be doing a review on and releasing shortly as well. So keep an eye out for that, alright guys? So guys, let me know if you enjoyed this video on the iPhone 7 Plus. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm Kyle from Legion Certified. Peace.